Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, September 9th, 2013. In Guyana, local and foreign officials meet this week on Fly Jamaica takeoff. Also in Guyana, a policeman is chopped and the attacker is shot dead. Trinidad and Tobago agri-groups oppose farming deal with Guyana. And Grenada's Prime Minister and Cuba Foreign Minister hold talks. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. It's your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. The countdown on the arrival of the tag team charter Fly Jamaica is winding down as local aviation and top brass FJ officials gear for a special meeting this week to discuss a launch date for the much anticipated air carrier. It was highlighted that the Jamaican-based airline will commence its services out of Guyana with an inaugural flight to Toronto, Canada. Hopes are high that by midweek, FJ's executives would make an announcement as to a takeoff date, which could be before month end. This week's discussions could also highlight the airline's acquisition of another aircraft by November, a more sophisticated 767, since the company currently uses a 757 Boeing. Reports are that the airline has since acquired 18 flight attendants who were recruited locally and who have had advanced aviation training. Added to FJ's preparations was the local inspections done by the Jamaican Aviation Authorities, which dealt with the airline's local preparedness for operations. Clerical and administrative staff is already in place, senior officials say, and it is now for a date to be set for FJ to depart Guyana to Canada. On the other hand, fingers are still crossed over FJ acquiring permission from the American Department of Transportation to fly non-stop from Guyana to the United States. The decision lies with the U.S. State Department to allow FJ and Trinidadian carrier CAL to fly non-stop Guyana-originating flights to the U.S. Guyana's market is said to be one of the most lucrative ones, with non-stop flights on the Guyana-New York route said to be extremely profitable. This, they said, could bring stiff competition capable of presenting huge challenges for other airlines wanting to fly the GT New York route. While CAL dominates the GT New York route, FJ is seeking to get in on the action. It was noted, therefore, that although it may cost more, the Jamaican carrier could take Guyanese to New York, but they would have to go to Jamaica first. It was suggested that FJ's management would have to do the study and determine the feasibility of traveling in transit Kingston, Jamaica. One thing is certain, however, stakeholders have expressed the need for competition on the GT New York route. Also in the news from Guyana, a man was Sunday night shot dead after he allegedly chopped a policeman who was going to investigate a report of threatening behavior, according to a well-placed source. The dead man has been identified as 45-year-old Krishna Prasad of Sophia Front, East Coast, Demerara. Preliminary investigations have revealed that Prasad, who lived in the area, had gone to the Rubis gas station and engaged in threatening behavior with a knife. Police responded to report, and in confronting the suspect at his home, he chopped one of the lawmen. Rounds were discharged and Prasad was struck. The Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation Sunday night said that a male East Indian was taken to that institution around 8:31 p.m. And I quote, "He had sustained a gunshot wound to the head. On arrival, he was unresponsive and gasping for breath. He succumbed 5 minutes later." The chopped policeman was also rushed to the hospital. In Trinidad and Tobago, reports that the government plans to provide 10,000 acres of land in Guyana for TNT's farmers have already stirred up a discontentment within the agricultural industry. Among the groups voicing their concerns are the Trinidad and Tobago Agriculture Society, United Farmers Association, and the Trinidad and Tobago Cane Producers Association. In an interview yesterday, President of the TNT United Farmers Association, Shiraz Ali, called on the government to disclose who are the farmers who would stand to benefit from farming in Guyana. He added that development of agricultural land in Guyana would not bring about a dent in TNT's $4 billion food import bill. Ali said any move to boost agricultural diversification in TNT should be geared at reducing this exorbitant figure, which has contributed to escalating inflation. Ali noted there was more than 10,000 acres of fertile agricultural land in Trinidad and Tobago, which could be developed for farming. He noted that under the PNM, the then Agriculture Minister Arnold Pigott spoke about bringing 7,000 people into lucrative farming. Ali said the government should follow the same by offering leases, incentives, and loans to local farmers. Instead of offering lands in Guyana to local farmers, Ali said the government should consider setting up a mega farm in Guyana which would produce corn for animal feed production. He explained that corn was fast becoming scarce because the United States was using corn to produce biofuel. Ali also said the government had no consultation with stakeholders in the agricultural sector before deciding on land development in Guyana. He revealed that local farmers were facing fierce competition from TNT's mega farms. It is expected that Finance Minister Larry Huwai would outline the details of the new land policy in Guyana. Under the agreement, investors will be able to apply to the Ministry of Food Production for a permit to farm in Guyana. Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell held talks with Cuba Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez Parilla this week as part of the CARICOM-Cuba Ministerial Conference in St. George's. Parilla said Grenada continued to be a priority country for Cuba in the region, according to a government statement. Mitchell expressed his gratitude for what he called Cuba's assistance in areas including healthcare, education, and the construction of Grenada's international airport. He also said there was a dire need to establish an MOU between the two countries, which will be designed to provide access to healthcare and specialized treatment for our poor local citizens, even if Grenada has to incur some of the costs, he says. The CARICOM-Cuba Ministerial Conference was held in Grenada on Friday. You're watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.